Welcome back to DDLC. It's actually not 2 a.m., so I sound a lot more alive, and let's get straight into it, boys. Yeah, I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club, the usual scene seems great. Hi, Grenade! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in a club, that's all. I see. That That's a pretty simple thing to get in a good mood. But I guess it'll always be the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Hold up, I'm taking my mic out of my thing. Hold up. Good enough. Okay, there we go. Because I want to lay back and read this. No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch, she gets it open, then she turns it upside down and let all the contents spill on the desk. Only two small coins fell out. Brokey. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before you come down to the club room. Oh my god. so either so either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take us for a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget you spent all your money, so I would lend you some more. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Damn, fat fuck. That's finally fire on my part, my bad. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. People are gonna watch this series and think I'm gay after the way I talk. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice she was listening, and her face in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell me to borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford, and frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah, I didn't mean it like that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really liked when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That, still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of us, isn't there? Yeah, that one is where I goon a femboys 5 times a day and I'm not getting a job. Sorry for the jump scare, everybody. I'm very sorry. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if you weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Damn. Pop. Yeah, out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles on the desk. And drone strike. Goddamn. Ow. What was it? A cookie. A cookie drone strike. That's something to imagine in your head. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ha. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ha. Somalia. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ha. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Freak. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori claps her mouth over her hands. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over there just for one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours really gets too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Siri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. She's not even doing anything. Look. What the fuck? I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Siri off of her. Siri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Ooh, mouthful. Siri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Siri? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Huh. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Not true, Yuri. Shut your mouth, Yuri. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That's you. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. Sorry about that. Are you there? Didn't mean to be this late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. I'm sorry, I'm laughing about a comment I got on my second TikTok account. You guys weren't worried or anything. And Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong willed, but boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was the study halls. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You wouldn't have heard the bell at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Damn, we got a musician up in here. Oh, I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. Me, I play guitar, bass, and I sing. Oh, I'm a bit of a musician as well. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. Freak. Guitar's better. That's so cool. You should play something first, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I wouldn't let you down, Grenade. Monica smiles sweetly, bro. Shut the fuck up. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. Don't be a bitch. Just play. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, didn't I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone is already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished the entire cookie. Damn! Fat fuck! Friendly fire. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared in the closet. Hey, it's almost June. As of recording this, it's May 30th, so it's almost Pride Month. That's crazy. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad to distract her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. Aw, that's so cute. Just kiss already, bro. Don't be a bitch. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. God damn, is her nose like in the groove of the between the pages? God damn. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I murdered the sensing. I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was focused, and I probably wouldn't. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave to me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me that I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes his book and scans her eyes over to the back. The book is titled Portraits of Markov. That's a real book. I'm gonna be really crazed out. There's an ominous looking. God damn it! I don't care. Wait, there's history. Shit, there's history. There's history. I can go back to this. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. All right. See, I can just go back if I miss something that is barely even a part of the story that we need to know about. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets real strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. Okay. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, but that's so dark. So that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ah, Joe, damn! We got a crazy bitch up in here. I'm in love. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Grenade? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you think you can relate to the protagonist, they made it out to be the naive one. They made it out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Sorry, I'm reading like a fucking idiot. Like I said, I can't read. Am I rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should have let you known that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm starting to talk too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. That's the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get starting to reading. You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book. I had put it into my bag. Alright, is it fine where I sit right here? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open up the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri meant about the reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye, and I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book and said, "Sorry, I was just... You're really apologizing a lot, aren't you?" I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slid my desk up against Yuri's and hold my book in between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes hers to her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Ooh! This looks like the Minecraft creeper. Almost. But now we got a new point of view. It's very, very Sigma. Here he takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. The fuck is a forefinger? Is it like the one in between the tip of your finger and the palm? I'm confused. I do the same with my right arm and on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Nira slides out under her thumb after she flips to her side. But in holding like this, we're huddling even closer together than before. This is kind of cute. Kind of hot. It's actually kind of distracting me, as if It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah, to turn the page. Ah, sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again, and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. Not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, bro. If I'm in a popcorn reading shit in one of my reading classes next year, I'm gonna be one of those stupid idiots who slowly reads. If you see those videos on your For You page of, no offense, not trying to be racist or anything, black kids reading, it's like, what the fuck? Like, this N-word can't even say anything. Can't read. That's gonna be probably me, but I'm gonna do it with a bunch more confidence. Like, I'm having the confidence to make these kind of videos right now. Probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me, yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. So, even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Gary, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? Now, fuck ass look in here. How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of you in some mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment, but Grenade, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know if you're self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm more meant that you're kind of cute. I gotta put out the fucking like Sigma soccer edits after the Riz assists. uh, uh, why? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from from finishing her thought. Are you all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have to do much of a presence either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, I'll feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up, I make the mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip back into my bag. Alright, we're gonna start off with Natsuki this time. Short, stubby, fucking... I don't even know. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew! Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what does that mean? Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then, keep practicing, maybe you as good as me someday. Something tells me that he's completely missed the point. And come to think of it, it kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Hey, you think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been best friends with her so long, you might as well be on the same wavelength. You never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging her around a dead weight. Damn, you bitch. Oh, that was a bit unnecessary, but think of it this way: if it wasn't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem here. I'm gonna read it just like all the other ones. Eat me like spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders. So her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always hear her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend's starting to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it hurts anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone. Okay, not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they are being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people finding out. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares about what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's what I'm saying. Bro, everybody at my school be hating on me because I listen to rock and metal music. Just respect what I listen to. If you're not going to respect what I listen to, I'm not going to respect you as a person because you're being a little ignorant little dickhead. Fuck. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that, and I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. I like conveying emotion I feel like, yeah, hold up. I feel like conveying emotion is important. But I want to make, oh, God damn it, I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow's, so look forward to it. God damn, it's hard for me to read like this. Now, my favorite person, Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Grenade, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining it. I really really wanted to try to give him more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Just take your time. Yuri breathes and collect her thought. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that for her. I don't care what that word is. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writings before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Alright. Like the other ones. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by this scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies with an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bed, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread was my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon I don't know what that word is. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more. I offer my cutting knife. the very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. On perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to follow me, to following me. You you could say that we've gone quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classing Pav- Pavlonian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Peak. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't believe to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's someone that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? Also, someone about about someone being ridiculed for a strange interest. Eh? She did. Yeah, she was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah, it sounds like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. Well, I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. See? Let's go, Monica. Let's go, Siri. My throat kind of hurts from all this talking. Ooh, I like this one, Grenade. It has some nice feelings in it, and I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, I don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. I wouldn't lie to you, Grenade. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes you feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly how it works. And then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty important. Is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Fuck. Yeah, maybe. Ooh, cracked my neck. Fuck. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think of yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, melancholic as well. I like the things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Siri. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug and make it turn into a violent storm and destroys your house. And then you become depressed. And make a nice happy rainbow. Hey, it's almost Pride Month, so perfect timing. Hey, Siri, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Grenade. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rumbling together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottle all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle starlights to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Bars. This is Lil Wayne, bro. After tonight, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark pit, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time has elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and come in my friends. In they come, such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends, who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. All I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Schizo, motherfucker. Holy crap, Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly, maybe, because I can just auto this. Maybe it's because I'm so used to this being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out so good. You should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. Okay, hell no, I'm not gonna auto this shit. It's taking way too long between each one. I just needed to check something on my TikTok. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way, even if it helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep up writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. I wonder. Monica. Hi, Gangernaid. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess I'll take that. As long as it's not gonna be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You'll never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Grenade. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Like how Phoenix goes deep in my ass. I guess I underestimated you. Those who don't know, Phoenix is one of my friends who's been in a bunch of videos. A couple of Lethal Company videos and a bunch of other ones like that. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some in effort. It's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. I like Sayori. I don't care that you're playing the same gate as me. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meanings out of it. It's very challenging to write that kind of thing effectively. both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure it's nowhere near her. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning to try new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Oh! Alright, let's go. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing and expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Filing, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem. Meaningless. Load me. What? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Ha. I guess it's just the way I like to write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on a piece of paper, choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Ahaha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what might change your mind when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? Ahaha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Oh, do we really have to do something for the festival? What fucking festival are they yapping about? Why don't we have this kind of shit in fucking the US? I mean, Japan's kind of weird, but yeah, I don't hate. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Siri has been working on posters and I've decided. Shut up, Indian bastard Siri. Sorry. Siri had been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. If I was there, I would be trembling. I am not a good reader at all, if you can already tell from the two videos already, as of this one and the last one. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during this event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Siri's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Siri, who's been coloring posters, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up posters, those posters up, didn't you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Siri. I understand where you're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri has never shared their poems with anyone just a couple of days ago. It's a lot for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess it's kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. That is true. I'm intimate with myself all the time. Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Do you want to share with that others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If and if and if damn, if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki Yuri stands silent. Come. I'm kidding. Siri looks worried. I guess that leaves. Shut up, Siri. I guess that leaves me no choice. I don't want to quit. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Siri and Monica may have been trying really hard to get new members. The last thing we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll leave it. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. If any idea. Alright, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else, expecting faces. Sigh, I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of a full room with strangers? Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. I can go next, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips her notebook to the specific poem she has in her mind for herself. She then stands behind the poem. The title of the poem is called The Way That We Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room, one that her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply her emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something that she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Siri looks amazed. Siri has an intense expression. Yuri, that's not your name. That isn't your name. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation, whatever the word is. Recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes, everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality. Oh, there goes gravity, and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her. It's because we're caught so off guard with whatever. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem in her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thanks for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down in the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Yuri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Trying to think of it like you're reciting. Trying to think of it reciting. Imagine you're reciting to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poems, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay, then Sarah begins reading her poems. How it feels. Her soft voice was made such a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Sarah is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. The hearing come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. meaning. Maybe it's what Siri meant when she says she likes my poems. It's like, oh damn, okay. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone that I thought I knew through and through. Siri finishes and we applaud. I did it. Sure. I'm gonna tweak out because Siri's going every time I say Sayori's name. Ah! Good job, Sayori. He even grenade like I guess it's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Siri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other shit. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. And I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the soft, that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. It might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival. Shit. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Grenade. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Grenade lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. Might as well get it over with, but it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote today. See, I'm in front of everyone in front of the poem. Everyone has their eyes on me. It makes me terribly awkward to recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I received applause anyway. I'm sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. This poem is called Jump, like from Eddie Van Halen. Natsuki takes a breath when she starts to sing her poem. Her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when it's spoken aloud. The word feels like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seats. Damn, she huffs back to her seat. I can't read, bro. That wasn't too bad. It wasn't easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, no, that's just so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. 1 second, guys. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you'll have an idea for what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time on what you'll be reciting. Jesus, you'll probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Shut the fuck up. You look AI generated. Shut up. Yeah, no problem. L fucking ratio. You look AI generated. It's crazy. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nice so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get it through. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two always going home together like that. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Eh. Jeez, guys, don't make it such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Granny. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Welcome to Syria once more. Even though it's only been a few days, I have a lot of things. A lot of things have already changed. But today, Syria is being a little quieter than usual than yesterday. Whatever. I don't know. I don't care. Hey, Syria. Sorry, I was spacing out. I'm kind of not on you, Indian. Sorry. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get into. Harry fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you, huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Ehehe. Walk home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of make my heart pound? Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I'll feel awful turning her down. So, she's so beautiful and smart. Yes. That has nothing to do with what I just said. You just admitted it. Jeez. It's not. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about that. It's not long. It's not long before you won't need me anymore. Need you, Siori. I can't figure out what you're seeing. You're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it's kind of her fault for chapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. But if there's something that makes me happy, that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in time? Horror. Crimson. Captive. Intellectual. That word. Pain. Infinite. Pure. Summer. Color. Whirlwind. Dance. Melody. Pleasure. Nightgown. Frightening. Raindrops. Graveyard. Contamination. Landscape. Boom! And I'm gonna end the video here, guys. I'm sorry. God damn, I'm gonna spill my water. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!